Alright, it has been a while. Couple months. Things have changed, as you can see. Quit vaping for about 3.5 months now. Started smoking. Right now I got the Marlboro number 27 100s. They're pretty good. I like them a lot. Today we'll be smoking on this cream liqueur cigar. I don't remember the exact brand. I got them yesterday. Hung out with my buddy. We both got cigars. It was nice. He didn't have time to finish his. He had to go home. So I'm finishing his today for him. You can see I also got fangs, the angel fangs. It's a piercing that goes through your lip, but not touching your teeth. And I stretch my nose ring. Oh, also I buzzed my fucking hair off. I don't know if you noticed that one. Anyways, let's get this lit. That did not work. Here we go. Alright, so what has changed in the last couple months? Well, I got a job working at Walmart as a fashion stalker. And it's not going well. I've gotten $2,000 so far, which is nice. But now I have to pay rent, which isn't too bad. It's only like $300 a month. It's nothing. But so like I got this job, and only a couple months before I stopped using canes, walkers, and wheelchairs. Wonderful flavor on this. And the job is pretty physically demanding. You're lifting heavy boxes, you're walking around all day, stuff like that. And it's hard. But I got an official warning because I wasn't going fast enough. Because I'm in a lot of pain. I finally got diagnosed with fibromyalgia and a spinal deformity, and I'm on pain meds and stuff. But I'm thinking about picking up a dab pen just to help me go to sleep. But it's not bad. I enjoy being employed a lot. It has helped my depression. But also, it made me less depressed in certain ways and more depressed in other ways. Like, having something to do during the day, having purpose is wonderful, and social interaction is wonderful. It's great, but on the other hand, the job is so physically demanding on me that it really wears on me. And they've been putting me in better, or more different positions, not just your standard stuff. So they'll put me on shoes all day, which is you just get a pallet of shoes and you just unbox them and put them on the floor, and you just do that for 8 hours. And that's rough. I need a lot of variety. But I don't know. I'm just starting to wear down, so I'm looking for other jobs. And that's alright. I just want something a little bit more low key. My local smoke shop's hiring, so I was thinking about applying. It's a lot easier to get a job when you already have a job. So that's nice. So I have something recent on my record, and I plan on putting in my 2 week notice whenever I get the job, a new job. So I leave cleanly and everything like that. So that's cool. But it's been nice having money now. I can treat my friends and family to dinner and thrift store shopping and getting some coffees and stuff. Like it's cool. It's cool to be an adult for the most part. Saving up for a vehicle, um, and then an apartment. Um, but that's about it with the job. So another interesting thing about this job is that it has. I was a trans femme, but now I'm like non-binary mask presenting, and I'm so much happier. Um, so it's a really interesting because when I feel comfortable, and I don't know, I still identify as non-binary, but for all intents and purposes, I'm cis again. So that's interesting. Um, I don't really consider myself trans anymore, and I think I confused a lot of my feelings. Because when I was a boy, like young, like middle school, elementary school, I wanted to be a man. Like I wanted a big beard and tattoos and piercings, and I wanted to be a big cool tough guy. And then I couldn't do that, because I was too young to grow a beard and be an adult and stuff. And then I heard about being trans, and I was like, oh, these feelings I must have must be about being trans. But the thing is that it was that thing where like the closer I got to being a girl, the worse I felt, and I realized that I was giving myself gender dysphoria by being trans. And so I was like, oh shit, because this isn't the first time I've like detransitioned, but the first time I did it, I was at my happiest. And it's really confusing, but I just don't think that that's for me. I still like the non binary label. I use it, they pronouns, but everyone just uses he. And so, because like where I'm at, it's not, no one's woke enough to like know about non binary pronouns. And that's fine. It doesn't bother me. I'm a guy, I'm a dude. I'm just hanging out. And that's fine, and I'm happy with that. But I don't think that those feelings I was feeling were appropriately placed. It wasn't that I wanted to be a girl, is that I wanted to be a man. Not a boy, but a man. And I've been working through that, trying to figure out and retroactively figure out my feelings and stuff and why stuff happened. And I think it was that like being trans gives you a shield, because if you're a pretty girl, then like people are like, well, you're really pretty, wow, that's wonderful. And it's like you get admiration and appreciation, and like you get social status by being a pretty girl. But people were respecting me, but they were respecting the front I was putting on. It wasn't truly me. And that's the difference, is that now more than ever, people are respecting me and treating me nicely and engaging in conversations. People are more friendly. Like, everything is different because they understand me. They can connect with me. Whereas, before, they were like, a lot of people at work didn't know if I was male to female or female to male. And it's like, when I just came over the weekend, like a week or two ago, it was about a week ago, I shaved my head and I got my piercings done, and I just showed up to work with a new name tag and everything, and people thought I was female to male, and they were like, "Oh shit," and I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm MTFTM, TFTM. Like, that's the timeline." But yeah, I'm happy now. I feel comfortable in my own skin. I like mirrors again. It's good. I want to get I got like pink on the fangs and the little spikes. I kind of want to do green. I think that would be cool. The cigar, I think, is kind of done. I'll save that for later. Still an alright amount, but kind of done. You know what I really like, though? Fucking backwoods. I got the Black Russian. They're nice. Smoking on that Black Russian. Hell yeah, brother. Yep, that's good. That's good flavor. It's really funny. I fucking prefer backwoods to like the fancy ass cigars we got. But yeah. So let's talk about nicotine. That is the third subject of this video. So I vaped for 5 years and then quit when I was like 21. Or not 21. No, I was like 19. And then I quit for 5 years. And then in January, I picked up vaping again because I was like unemployed and bored as shit. So it's a great time to start nicotine addiction. And then I quit for 3 months, and I used pouches. And then this Monday, so today is Sunday, I started smoking cigarettes. Now you're thinking, what the fuck, dude? You were on pouches. Why didn't you just taper down and quit and be done with it? Not how I do things. I like smoking. It's one of my favorite things. Not to get, like, too nerdy about it, but I'm autistic, and one of my favorite stins is smoking. You know what I mean? And, I like cigarettes, but I also kind of fucking hate them. Well, okay, I hate Marlboro Red 100s. That was my first pack. And right now I have the number 27 blend 100s, and they're much nicer. Still a full tobacco taste, but so much smoother. They're quite nice. And I only smoke a couple cigarettes a day, whereas I was going through, like, I had a pouch in 24/7. Like, literally, there was never... The only time I didn't have one is when I was eating or brushing my teeth. But I would go to sleep with one, wake up, put one in, change it out every hour throughout the day. Like, I was consuming more nicotine, and, like, there's something nice about the ritual of smoking, And I appreciate that. And I know smoking kills you. My whole family on my mom's side is dying or is dead of smoking, and everyone on my dad's side dies from alcoholism. So I'm well aware. I get it. This ain't my first rodeo. So, y'all don't have to tell me in the comments, don't smoke, don't smoke. Yo, I'm smoking cigarettes in the shower and they get wet, I just light another. I don't give a fuck, brother. Yep. The things are going good. I'm chilling, surviving, hanging out with my boy on the weekends. We've been linking up a little bit. We hung out yesterday, which was cool. He's about 45 minutes away, so it's a little bit of a drive, but I give him gas money and I pay for all the shit. So it's cool. But yeah, what have y'all been up to, Josie and Nick and Keenan? Comment down below what the fuck is going on, or DM me or whatever the fuck. I miss you guys. Josie, I've been chatting in your Discord a little bit more, mainly about tobacco and marijuana products. That's fair, but it's kind of all I have to talk about. I don't really know. Nick, I hope you're doing well. I hope life's treating you well. Keenan, I'm happy to see you with your partner. That's very exciting. I'm glad you're being an adult in this world. I hope everything's going good for you. Reach out to me and shit. Talk to me, man. What's going on? You know what? I forgot I had this fucking cup of coffee here. That's good coffee. Coffee and a cigarette hits. I get it now. I used to be a vape and monster kind of person, but now I'm a cigarette and coffee person. I don't know. Alright, well, that's my little update. That's about all I got. I hope every one of you has a good day, and God bless.